program can be. You can get your products at the wholesale price, enjoy all the tax benefits associated with having your own business, including writing off your mileage in your home office and your stamps and even you can write off your products too if you give some of it away as samples. You can write them off as samples. You can find out all about it at brightsideben.com. Just click on the Join the Team link, or you can also call the Brightside Ben phone team. You can order any of the products by calling the Brightside Ben phone team, or you can also you can join the team. You can tell them you want to be part of the team. 866-735-2470 is their number, 866-735-2470. And our number today on the bright side, and we do have lines open for you, is 855-660-4261. We'll get your calls here momentarily, 855-660-4261. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs or the longevity products or formulations or skincare, or if you just have a success story you want to contribute to our conversation about wound healing or anything else, 855-660-4261 is our call-in number. Just read today that the owner of the Denver Broncos, Pat Bowlen, has to step down. He had Alzheimer's disease. Every time I read about somebody with Alzheimer's disease, I just want to get on the phone and talk to somebody over there and tell them you don't have to have Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is a classic example of a brain that is starved of nutrition. Your doctors will tell you there's all kinds of things about tangles, neurofiber tangles, and aluminum deposits, and they make up all kinds of stories about how the brain is breaking down. But really, at the end of the day, what you're talking about with Alzheimer's disease is the same things you're talking about with any kind of health challenge. Starvation, suffocation, toxification, leading to inflammation. It's the same with wounding. Alzheimer's disease is like a wounding in the brain. Parkinson's disease, like a wounding in the brain. Kidney disease, like a wounding in the kidney. That is a wound that's not healing. A slow healing or a non-healing wound inside the body is what we call degenerative disease. Degenerative disease is a slow healing or non-healing wound inside the body. And then scarring can occur inside the body as a response to this lack of nutrition or lack of oxygen or toxification. Same idea. The scarring that occurs inside the wound, inside the body, is the same kind of scarring that occurs on the outside of the body when you have a wound. It's the result of a deposition, a depositing of a bunch of fibers. It's the way the body responds to long-term chronic wounding. It just feels like it has to super protect that area, and it starts to pour in or pump in fibers. And if you ever seen a keloid or a scar, a bump, a hard bump on your skin, that's basically what happens inside the body. That's basically what happens in the kidneys or in the liver or any other part of the body when you have long-term degenerative crises. The body will deposit a lot of fibers, and it will also start to accumulate fiber-making cells, the fiber cells, or fibroblasts, they call them. These fibroblasts tend to accumulate inside scarred tissue. So you got more collagen-making cells or fiber-making cells that were present pre-wound. And as we've been saying, this area, the scarred area is likely, the area that's scarred is likely to be scarred from a lack of nutrition, a lack of oxygen, or accumulation of toxicity, or perhaps even a secondary infection of some kind. The deposition of collagen is a protective device. It's a good thing. To the body, it's a good thing, but in the long run, it's not a good thing. Scar might be a good thing and biologically important because it's nature's way of making sure that what the body perceives as vulnerable is receiving extra protection. It's kind of a protective device. Nonetheless, scars, in addition to being cosmetically unappealing on the outside, inside the body they can interfere with healthy mechanics, healthy movement, healthy chemistry, and almost all long-term degenerative disease and ultimately organ failure has some element of scar tissue that is forming inside the body. So the trick to preventing, or the trick to dealing with scars, is to prevent them. The trick to dealing with scars is to prevent them. Once you got a scar, it's not going away. Unless you have it cut out or removed or burnt out, a scar is there. It's not going away. And there are these ridiculous creams that you see advertised sometimes that are supposed to make scars disappear, and sometimes people tell you put vitamin E on a scar. No, ain't going to happen. Never happened. Nobody gets a scar removed. Once a scar is there, it's there. It's a scar is typically a hard piece of tissue that is not going away. But the trick to it is to prevent it from forming in the first place, to take care of the wound while the wound is healing. Some of you have written, a lot of you have written, a lot more folks wrote to me about my wound healing and scar prevention cream. And I'm going to start making that up next few days and send it out next week. I didn't anticipate getting so many letters. I'm glad to send you out some sample product if you're interested, but you got to give me some time to make it out. But the point is that you want to pile on the nutrients on the wound as soon as possible, even pre-surgery. If you're going to have a surgical procedure done and you're anticipating the possibility of some kind of wound or some kind of scar, put on topical nutrients, especially vitamin C and vitamin A, pre-surgery, 2 weeks pre-surgery. Just put on a cream, a vitamin C cream or vitamin A cream, nutrients on the area that's going to be cut 2 weeks before, and then following the surgical procedure. You will have a dramatically, and I mean dramatically, you will dramatically improve the healing process, and you'll have a dramatic reduction in scar formation as well. Of course, internally, nutrition, that goes without saying, making sure you've got enough nutrients, and I'll go over a whole bunch of important nutrients, including, by the way, probiotics and the Z radical, fucoidin. Has wonderful anti-scarring properties. We'll tell you about those here in a moment, or maybe we'll get to that tomorrow. So the likelihood of a scar is increased by undernutriated, underoxygenated, and toxic tissue. And there's lots of things we can do to prevent undernutrition, to prevent underoxygenation, and to prevent toxicity. Most importantly, to prevent scarring, we want to be healthy. That means all around healthy. That means nutritional supplements. That means good food. That means staying away from problem foods. And it especially means using nutrients like protein and essential fatty acids that help build tissue and help keep us healthy. And then yesterday we talked about oxygenation. You can apply oxygen topically, directly to the skin via ozonated oils, ozonated olive oil, ozonated coconut oil. You can get them on the internet, or you can make your own. Buy an ozone generator and bubble in some ozone into some oil. Take you about a week or two. You make your own wound healing cream. And the same, of course, is true about topical nutrition. In addition to oxygen topically, use topical nutrition. Vitamin C, vitamin A, and probably zinc are the most important topical nutrients for healing wounds, although there's a few other ones as well, and we'll get to those in a second. From an internal perspective, using nutrients, using diet is very, very important. Staying away from sugar, super important. Sugar is a pro-inflammatory food. All pro-inflammatory foods are going to be problematic, including processed fats, so-called trans fats, hydrogenated fats. Basically, that's the same thing as all health issues. Eliminating or preventing, I should say, a scar from forming is the same as preventing degenerative disease from occurring. It's all the same thing. It's not here and there, to and fro. It's all the same thing. Nutrition, staying away from problem foods, especially sugars, processed foods, making sure you're breathing correctly, making sure you're relaxing, making sure you're activating the relaxation nervous system. This is where healing occurs. It doesn't occur when the sympathetic nervous system is activated, when the body's in survival mode. It occurs when the body's in relaxation mode. Taking a hot tub, getting in a hot shower is one of the best ways to accelerate the healing process because it activates the relaxation nervous system. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. We're coming back at you with more good health information and your phone calls right after this. Don't go away.
At 30dayfoodsupply.com, you can now purchase a one-of-a-kind product not available anywhere else. A meatless burger dry mix in 4 delicious flavors. With our new Oregon Trail Foods vegan burgers, all you do is add water and fry. They need no refrigeration. They're packaged in Mylar bags with an oxygen absorber for a long shelf life. They're non-GMO. They're gluten, soy, nut, and chemical-free, but they're loaded with flavor. And a good source of carbs and protein, yet low in sodium. Flavors include Italian, spicy Mexican, 6 vegetable, and black bean olive. Go to 30dayfoodsupply.com or call 541-229-0010 and order today. Eat them every day, take them camping, or save them for an emergency. Check them out at 30dayfoodsupply.com and click on the vegan burger icon. That's 30dayfoodsupply.com, where all of our products are produced in Oregon by Oregon Trail Foods. 30dayfoodsupply.com.
Moms of America, stand up and stop taking abuse from your kids.
I pledge never to let my kid disrespect me ever again.
I pledge to stop letting my daughter walk all over me.
I pledge to stop living in fear of my son's anger.
I pledge never to feel like a bad parent ever again. Because I'm not.
I pledge to stop letting my child's behavior control my home.
I pledge to be a mom with kids who listen. a total transformation mom.
I'm Janet Lehman, co-creator of the Total Transformation Program. We created the Total Transformation to help parents with difficult child behavior. Now I'm giving it away free. All you need to do is get the program and let us know how it works for you. We'll let you keep it for free.
Call 1-800-256-7795. That's 1-800-256-7795. Call now. Call 1-800-256-7795. That's 1-800-256-7795.
If you need to say happy birthday, happy anniversary, thank you, or simply I'm thinking of you, ProFlowers.com is the key. ProFlowers has stunning bouquets, like the best-selling 100 blooms for $19.99. Plus, ProFlowers will include a glass vase for free. Sending someone a wonderful surprise of beautiful flowers sent fresh from the field is easy. Choose the bouquet you like, pick the delivery date, and each order is 100% guaranteed. Plus, all bouquets from ProFlowers are guaranteed to last at least 7 full days. Beautiful, fragrant flowers, picked fresh and sent to your loved one for lasting enjoyment. To get this incredible savings and send someone 100 gorgeous blooms with a free vase for $19.99, go to ProFlowers.com. Click the blue microphone in the top right corner and enter code PLOW. That's ProFlowers.com. Click the mic and enter code PLOW.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100-foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
What good is a Big Berkey water filter?
We get that question a lot here at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And in a word, the answer is protection. Protection from water main breaks, E. coli contamination, environmental chemical spills, pesticide runoff, chlorine taste and smell, and all forms of fluoride. Plus, Big Berkey water filters are the original gravity water filter system and most trusted on the market for a reason. Tested by multiple independent NSF EPA certified labs, they are the gold standard in water purification. At only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. That means big savings. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get a Big Berkey today at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. GCN listeners receive 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit our website or call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
You're listening to GCN, proudly sponsored by UnseenNow.com. Lock down your digital life at UnseenNow.com. This is GCN.
Okay, welcome back to The Bright Side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. If you're interested in joining the Bright Side Ben team, you can call the phone team. It's 866-735-2470. Help me in my mission to spread the word about the importance of a good nutritional supplement program. Get your products at the wholesale price. Earn all the tax benefits associated with having your own business. And you can find out all about it at 866-735-2470. It's a one-time $10 fee. And they can tell you all the details at 866-735-2470. If you're in the Austin, Texas area, love to see you at the Houston Tillotson Center this Friday, July 25th, in the King Seabrook Chapel, 7 p.m. We're doing a fundraiser for the Logos Radio Network. There'll be giveaways, door prizes, and I'll be able to personally answer your questions. It'd be great to see everybody. I've been in Austin. When was the last time I was in Austin? I think back in January or February. And it's always a good time. Hopefully we'll get to see you out there. Houston Tillotson Center, 7 p.m. this Friday, July 25th. Also want to remind you about our phone conversations we do every Sunday with my friend Dixie Sedgwick. Dial-in number 605-562-3140. Access code 444-973-POUND. We're going to continue talking about the skin. Yes, last Sunday we introduced the topic of the skin, and then we'll get into some skin health issues this Sunday. Dial-in number 605-562-3140. Access code 444-973-POUND. Okay, so we're talking wound healing, and a couple of interesting nutritional supplements that you can use that you don't really think about oftentimes as wound healing, keeping in mind that you can be wounded inside the body.